Well, hello. It's been about 2 months now since I started my downsizing experiment where I moved into my smallest one-bedroom apartment here. And I thought I should do a quick little update on how things are going. So if that is something that interests you, please keep watching and I'll see you at the end. Now, if you have seen my part 1 of my downsizing experiment, that's great. Otherwise, I will link it at the end. And for those of you that are new and know nothing about what I've been doing, I'll just give you a brief recap here. I decided I wanted to see what it's like to live in a much smaller place. I have this little one-bedroom apartment that I used to use as a B&B, and so the plan was I'd start staying down here in the summer, save some money on hydro so I don't have to worry about running the ACs upstairs. It's a lot cooler down here anyway, so sometimes I can get away without having the ACs on at all. But it is cooler anyway. And also I was going to bring down things as I needed them so I could see exactly what I am using, whether it's clothes or toiletries or food or other things. So I would really know 100%, yeah, this is something I want to keep, or maybe it's something I can let go of. Now, as I mentioned in part 1, I'm still going upstairs to use the laundry room and use the printer and file my paid bills away or anything else that needs to be filed. And I also usually go upstairs to access the garbage and recycling bins when I'm putting that out. And I do park at the front because I like people to think I'm still home, because I am. I don't want them to think they can break in upstairs and nobody will be here to catch them. So I'm still processing things. I'm trying to figure out what I want to keep, what I want to get rid of, as I try and downsize 95% of my stuff. I think I talked about that in my very first video on this channel, and I'll link that at the end too. It'll be in the playlist for downsizing if you want to go and see what this is all about. So anyway, let's get into it. Okay, point number 1, I should say that my hydro bills have been less. I expected they would be, even though I have had to run my ACs quite a bit during our heat waves here. But because it's only this apartment, and I actually have a friend staying in the other one at the moment, so that one's been on a bit too. But it's a lot cooler down here. It doesn't need to be on all the time. And even with the increase in the prices, because it's smaller space, it's actually costing me less. Another obvious benefit that I've been experiencing is it doesn't take me very long to clean the whole place. And now I did do my spring cleaning, which took a bit longer when I was doing all that. But general cleaning here now takes me less than an hour to do the whole thing. Now, of course, I keep on top of my dishes every day. If there isn't enough to run the dishwasher every day, sometimes it's once every 2 days. And some things have to be done by hand anyway, like the non-stick fry pan. But that takes, 2 minutes? And then that's done. I also will occasionally pull out the broom and dustpan if I happen to spill something or see that there's a pile of crumbs or something on the floor, and I don't want to lug out the vacuum cleaner right away. After all my cleaning was done and my decluttering that I've done in this apartment, I also had time to bring out my scrapbook and scrapbooking supplies and work on that one rainy afternoon. Now, when it comes to furniture, I did try and bring in the little accent table that was upstairs and replace it with the little metal one here. When I brought in the air conditioner for the living room, I had to move the little table that was in that corner to the other side. And I thought, well, the one that slips underneath the chair upstairs would have been better. But it didn't quite work out that way, because the little table that's kind of shaped like a C, I'll insert a picture here so you know what I'm talking about. It actually was way too high for my little easy chair, and the sofa here, the arm on it was a lot lower, so it looked kind of ridiculous, and yeah, didn't work. So I brought the other little metal one back. And another thing about that other accent table, it had sharp corners, so I was constantly banging my arm or something on it. So the little round one actually worked a little bit better. And another thing about furniture, I did have guests over here one day. I had a few people come over, and it was nice to have that extra chair that's in the bedroom. I just brought that out and everybody was quite comfortable. And one final thing I wanted to mention, I really discovered I like open spaces. Not every wall space or every nook and cranny needs to be filled with something. I like there to be blank spaces in some areas. Other areas I don't like to have blank spaces. So when I was reassessing all my pictures and I took down the little clock over the kitchen sink, I did finally find a picture that I wanted to put there, but I had to borrow it from upstairs, so I don't know if that's going to stay there or if I'm going to switch it out again. But while I'm here, I'm trying to make things as comfortable as possible. One of the first things I did when I moved down here was to establish a drop zone for my keys and the dog leash and the poo bags and that kind of thing. So I put all that kind of stuff in here. Also got my extra cords and things. And since I like to stay organized, I also brought my home management binder down where I keep my unpaid bills and my spending tracker sheets, because I keep track of everything I spend money on. And of course I've got my planner here and notebooks to try and help me stay organized as well. I also found it handy to keep my shredder down here so I can just shred things right away. I don't have to wait for the piles to pile up. We took the grandkids to the splash pad yesterday, and so I took this tote here with my beach towel and water and stuff. And then I was thinking after I got home, I have this this tote bag as well, and this one has the matching cooler bag that goes with it. So I'm gonna let this one go. I mean, it's really cute and everything, great for a beach, whatever, but I have this one that works just as well. And it also has a little extra pocket, so I could put like keys or stuff in there, whereas this one does not. This is just like an open kind of bag there. So I'm gonna let this one go and just keep this one. Now in my closet here, in the entranceway, these are the only shoes that I ended up bringing down. I've got 2 pairs of flip-flops, my garden shoes, and then my regular shoes that are, you know, not totally beat up. I did have need for a couple of jackets. We had a couple of cool nights, so that's how they ended up down here. I brought my toolkit down here, my Makita drill, and also that set of drill bits and screwdrivers. Obviously got my broom and dustpan too that make it handy. And I've hung up my Norwex mop refill pads. So the ones on the right are actually clean, and this one was wet, so I hung that up to dry. And up here, I have brought this cooler bag here that was actually gifted by a friend. I haven't used it yet, but I think I will, because it's a good size. I have a smaller one and I have a bigger one, but I don't have one that size. And I just decided to exchange this, so that's up there. Now I kept this one geranium here on the table because they're pretty when they actually bloom. I do like the green there too. And I did bring my cherry tomatoes. They're just outside there, and unfortunately they're getting kind of burnt up from the sun because it's been so hot here lately. The one water jug I brought down here, so it's handy to water whatever I have down here, which is basically 5 plants. There's the cherry tomatoes, that one hanging basket right there, and then there's another hanging one in outside my living room window, and this one. So that's that. Now in the kitchen here, I ended up moving this daisy picture down that I painted. It was in my kitchen upstairs, and I think it kind of goes with the color scheme a little bit. It brightens it up, and it's better than looking at a plain gray wall. I did not want to bring any dust catchers down here that were not useful. So I did keep the one nice teapot up there and my salt and pepper thing there because, you know, they're a little bit better than just a blank shelf. I was going to put a plant up there, but I can't reach up that high, so it would be hard for me to water, I think. So that didn't happen. And as you can see, I do have this little counter dishwasher, and I use it. I brought down some dishwashing powder, although I have pods as well. I'm kind of trying to decide which one I like better in this. Now over here, I did bring down my jug with my new utensils. Well, they're not all new, but those are the ones I use all the time. I got some nice fresh tomatoes here. This one was actually from my son's, and those are from my cherry tomato plant. Up here are the canisters of dry good type food that I brought down that I've actually used. I've actually used up some granola that I had too, so I've got some empty jars in the back. Now, one thing I wanted to mention, when you are trying to organize in your new home, wherever that may be, you sometimes cannot just duplicate whatever organizational system you had in your original home. I had tried to bring my Lazy Susan here so I could, access the back canisters as well. And unfortunately, my turntables are too wide to go in these cupboards, or these cupboards are too narrow, however you want to look at it. So just keeping that in mind, that what works in one place for organizing may not work in another, and keep tweaking it until it does. And one thing that changed here is my coffee maker. You may recall from part 1 that I had a Keurig coffee maker here. And I used up all the coffee pods I had, so that's why I brought this one back. And I have a couple things left of coffee there, and I've got, I think, one more in back stock upstairs. I did bring my coffee filter basket and this little thing for the coffee scoop to stay in, so it keeps most of the coffee grinds in there. So that kind of protects that. I may end up having to quit drinking coffee if the price doesn't come down. I refuse to pay double. I just refuse. No, I'll learn to live without if I have to. I also brought down these 3 canisters. There is a 4th one that has my, twist ties and elastic bands upstairs, but this is all dog food. The regular dog food, her beef liver treats, and then her other treats are in that one. Kept that nice little cutting board behind there that has nothing to do with the dog food, but it's kind of out of the way there. And then, of course, I'm always using this to grate the beef liver. Some of the biggest changes here are in the drawers. So this one had coffee stuff before. Now it's got my plastic wrap foil sandwich bags, the silicone baggies that are washable. This extra little pieces of foil are for the tops of the dog food, the canned dog food. She gets human food as well. But anyway, that's what's in that drawer. And over here, I brought some of my spices down as I use them. So I still got room in here if I need to bring some more spices. Now the next drawer down here is still empty, but the bottom one I put my onions and potatoes and extra dog food. Now, not too much has changed in these drawers, but I wanted to just point out there's only 3 steak knives. And I use steak knives like a kitchen knife. So I'm thinking I may actually grab some more from upstairs because 3 is not enough for what I use. Now in this drawer, there's only a couple of new things. I had to bring down this meat fork when I was doing a pork loin roast thing. And also, I had to have my can opener replaced. And a friend gifted this to me, the one that's staying with me at the moment. And no change in the bottom 2 drawers here either. Also, no change in this one. Now, in this corner cabinet, as you can see, there's quite a few new things because I brought both my slow cookers down. I needed both the small one and the big one for different things. And my Ninja pot, and I used the air fryer function on that. And I'd already brought down the white kettle there. And I had brought this other little cooler bag down that's a small size. Now under here, I brought this little thing in to put the extra compost bags and kitchen garbage bags. Now here in the living room, you'll see I've got my laptop there. I was planning on using it sitting at my desk in here, or even sitting at the table. But one thing I found out was that this room is too bright most of the day for me to have my laptop on in here. So usually I sit at that chair right there, and either I work on my laptop or I play my games and I can watch TV at the same time. Another thing about this room I discovered, I kind of knew it already, was that it gets really hot because of these big windows. But I think it would be really beneficial if I got curtains for here to help insulate. And if I end up staying down here for the winter, I may end up doing that. Yes, you're the first one hearing this. I may make this downsizing experiment a little bit longer. In the shower room here, if you saw my previous videos, you know I already had painted the shower curtain rod, the hooks, and this little towel bar shelf thing. And I brought up the shower curtain that I had in my storage. You might recall that from when I decluttered the storage room. And I brought these towels back in because I like these ones better than the gray ones that I had here for my guests. I just brought my vacuum cleaner here, plus a few cleaning items as well, and the dog brush is here temporarily. I will take it back up to the laundry room because she still has to have her bath up there, but she's got some gnats in her tail. I gotta try and brush those out. And I did have the steam cleaner down here as well, but I also put that away upstairs. In the powder room here, I retrieved this little stand that the face cloths are on, and I painted it gold. I had put it out for my yard sale, but since the cabinet is no longer here, I had to find another place to store things. I put that picture there so it'd be nice to look at in the mirror there when I'm sitting on the throne. I've got this white towel here for hands, but I've discovered, even though I like white towels, they're very pretty, they really show the dirt fast. So I'll probably be switching that out again. But I had to find a place for all the stuff that I needed, so this is what I came up with. But I kept the first aid kit and the little tray thing that were in over the toilet cabinet. So far it's working out okay. And in my closet here, these are all the clothes that I actually have brought down. I did have a couple of fancy events. One was a funeral, unfortunately, and the other was my grandson's graduation. So I did have need to dress up a little bit. Most of it's very casual. I had some cool days back in the beginning, but mostly I've been living in shorts. I have 2 long sleeve tops that I ended up bringing down. I got 5 pairs of shorts. Actually, I ended up buying another pair because I will not wear a short dress without shorts underneath anymore because I'm too old and too big to get away with that. Of course, the top drawer, I keep my undies, socks, and medications in. I have still an empty drawer there, 2 t-shirts there, and my paint clothes and my bathing suit in the bottom there. Of course, I brought my laundry hamper down here and the bathroom scales, although I have not been weighing myself every day. I keep my everyday purse and my dressy purse in here. At least these are the 2 that I've actually used so far. Here on my nightstand, you can see I have The Minimalist Home by Joshua Becker that I'm rereading. And I also have this coaster of Yorkshire that was my mom's. So if I want to have a drink here, I can put it on that, or if I need to use it in the living room, I'll take it back there too. Anyway, so that's all I've got to show you right now. I hope you've got some ideas for your own downsizing, if that is what you are attempting to do as well. Please let me know if you are also going to be doing an experiment to see what you actually use. I've heard of some people, pack everything up and then just bring out what they need so they can see what they actually need. But let me know if you have any other ideas of how people can do a downsizing experiment before you actually move, if you are trying to move.